Wallaroo also has the ability to automatically detect drift on any inputs or outputs of your pipelines. Many Wallaroo users choose to take advantage of the UI for setting up their drift detection, so let's take a look at what that looks like. The Wallaroo Operations Center UI allows me to have a bird's eye view of all of the models and pipelines I have deployed or have available to me. If I click into one of my pipelines, I can see a lot of information, including the various versions that are available to me, some of the statistics around throughput and latency that I'm seeing with this pipeline, as well as the ability to set up drift detection, as we'll see here. Wallaroo's drift detection framework is called Assays. An assay is something that I can set up on any input or output variable of my pipeline to automatically monitor for drift from some specified baseline. I can go ahead and create an assay directly in the Operations Center here. I can choose which input or output variable to monitor, and I can upload my baseline. Now, this baseline can be defined either by a period of my pipeline that I know is suitable for a baseline, or it could be a file that I upload, such as my training data. Once I have a baseline period that looks acceptable to me, I can go ahead and move on to the next stage. As I can see here, I have a lot of freedom to customize these assays. I'm going to go through a few key things that I can tweak here, including how often the assay runs. Remember, assays are completely automatic, so I can choose if they run every month, every hour, every minute, whatever I need. I can also choose the metric by which the baseline is compared to this new distribution. So every week when it runs, grabs the data, it will compare my baseline to that new information. From there, I can choose a threshold, and if that metric exceeds that threshold, I will automatically throw an alert that drift has occurred. Once I have that configured, my assay will be automatically monitoring for drift, and I can see in the dashboard here all of my assays that I have currently available and running. And so if I go ahead and look at one of these assays and I look at a sample period of historical data, I can see how drift has occurred here over time and understand which data points caused this drift alert to be thrown. I can even click into any one of these data points to see what the distribution looks like. And so if I select one where there's not a lot of drift, I can see that the distributions have heavy overlap, versus one where drift has occurred, and I can see just how different these distributions actually are. Once you've detected drift, the next logical question is what to do about it. Wallaroo allows you to evaluate challenger models in A/B testing and shadow deployment configurations in order to see if there's a better candidate out there for your production model.